Good morning, everyone. This is Tim Rice, your life coach. Bright and early, out and about with the missus. And today's video coaching message is vet your lady properly. Now, when you're vetting your lady, you have to make sure that you yourself have everything in order. Make sure you're a protector and you're a provider. And more of that, make sure you have yourself in order in terms of make sure that you've dealt with your codependency issues in life. Because, as men, we are almost directed and pushed into a life of narcissism and codependency by the societies that we believe in, by the belief systems. So it's very, very important that you monitor your own emotions and actions to make sure that they're healthy. Because when you're vetting a woman, you're bringing her into your world, and you have to make sure your world is healthy first. And then when you're vetting your woman, you have to remember she's in the utmost position of your life. And what men that are alpha or have alpha behavior want in a woman is he has to make sure that the woman is submissive, obedient, and that she listens. And then you have to understand that when you're dealing with women, they have a lot of emotional issues that they have not resolved. So you have to really monitor her emotionally to make sure that she's healthy. Okay? You can't be vetting damaged women. All right? It's not your job to be saving women that aren't good for being mothers and wives and managing your family, so to speak. This is how you have to think. And remember, you're the leader. You're the protector. You give guidance. And one of the most unique things that a man needs to learn in life when he's vetting his woman is that he has to have the attitude and the leadership qualities that he controls the environment and the direction of the relationship. And to do this, you have to really understand female emotion and not become a victim of it. Because you have to understand that feminine energy is always going to test masculine energy in a way that she's going to make sure that you are capable of taking care of her and protecting her. So when you're vetting her, make sure that she's what you call a good fighter, meaning that she fights fair, all right, and that she doesn't try to rob you of your energy and make the relationship all about her and her needs. Because you have to understand, women are our helpmates, and as men, we can't compromise our life, and they have to come here to accommodate us, right? And if you do that, essentially what you do is that she has to assume leadership qualities, and then she doesn't feel comfortable inside enough to believe in you, that you'll protect her. So understand that this woman is completely dependent upon you and your leadership qualities and skills. And if you do not do this properly, she's going to let you know. So the main thing you want to be able to see, like I said before, submissive, obedient, and listens. And you can't play with this. There's no way of getting around this here, because you have to understand that when you're a man and you're the leader, she has to go behind you and believe in you. And you're wasting your time. It's too much work when you're dealing with a woman that won't work with you and that don't believe in you and don't trust you. Okay? So don't ever take a woman and put her in the number one position of your life and think that if she's exhibiting behavior that doesn't protect you and it doesn't go underneath you so that you can properly vet her, you're just wasting your time with this woman, okay? And that's the main thing. And remember, alphas are men that have boundaries. They're men of principle, and they're men of skill. Because it's very easy to date a woman, but it's hard to be in a relationship with a woman and manage her emotions. That takes a lot of skill, and this is skill that our fathers had, our grandfathers had, and our grandfathers' grandfathers had. If you don't develop these skills, you just women will be the enemy, so to speak. You know, you need to have the type of skill of being able to protect women from themselves, because, like I said, you provide direction and leadership, and you help these women to develop themselves. Because understand, a woman cannot be whole and healthy without the proper emotional support from her man and leadership. You know, if you look at all the women in the world, when they don't have a man that gives them guidance, direction, and leadership, you know, they just end up destroying the family structure, or they end up being alone with a cat and end up man hating and just being bitter. So understand that God created women, but how can women be held accountable for going behind somebody that doesn't show leadership qualities? So all of these things that are going on are things that we've done to women. We've damaged them. But as men, we have to accept responsibility and show up. But that doesn't mean allowing yourself to be in the company of a woman that's going to damage you and hurt you and destroy you. We're here to develop, build, create, and have strong family structure in life. So properly vet your woman. Make sure she's emotionally stable. And I want you to teach her a quality, you know, this international alpha movement that I want is a mindset of transcending the ego-based life. You know, I'm here and there's a lot of successful men here, but these men, they run behind their money and they become codependent on money. You know, codependency is you depend on something, and they're too afraid to really live in the moment and live life. You know, I know as Americans that you know how to make money, because Americans, that's what we do. We work till we die. But what I question about the American culture is, do you have the courage to actually live life and live the kind of life that you want to live? You see, a real life is about doing what you want to do. It's not about being a slave or dependent upon your money to be happy. And that's what I run across. A lot of guys, they're really afraid to live life and to live in a place where, no, you come here. No, it's okay. It's okay. I got you. We'll put them together. Put the tables together. Yeah. Okay. They're afraid to. It's a spiritual journey. You know, you have the ego that's all based on things and money, and you have life that's just based on living in the moment. And a lot of American men are just really afraid. American people, let me say, are afraid to live in the moment. You understand? It's extremely important. You know, it's scientific proof that when you live in the moment and when you don't need things and money to make yourself happy, that's a spiritual based life. And so many Americans don't understand that. We're so spoiled. You know, as you travel the world, you know, and you start to see all these different people from different cultures and different countries, you know, there are a lot of people that have less than we do, and they're happier than we are. You know, and it's not so much about happiness, it's about being fulfilled. And if you live a life where things fulfill you, that's a really sad existence in life. You understand? And I don't even let myself be around people like that anymore, because everything about them is dependent on the amount of money they make. And I don't have a problem with that, but I just don't want to be around it because I've transcended that. Sure, making a lot of money and having a lot of things make you happy, but it's not fulfilling in the end, because it's about things. You know, the higher power did not put us here to focus on things. He put us here to live life, to multiply, to have strong families. And you have to understand that society, that's the last thing they want. They want to break the family structure, but as men, we have to rebuild it and develop it. You know, let society does what it do, but we're men. We're international alphas. I hope this message was helpful. Give me some comments down below. I love you all.